There we go, man. We're
How's
back.
it going, man? Looks like
Good.
you're getting ready for Halloween.
That's right, brother. It's October.
Hell
Figured I'd
yeah.
put this on for a minute. But, oh, whew.
Can you see? Is there that
Yeah,
looks
there's
like
eyes in there.
Oh, okay. That looks hard to see, Yada.
It
That's
is.
that's pretty gnarly though.
It's tough, man.
You wear a hood with that? He doesn't wear a hood, does he?
Uh, Not a hood, but like a cloak.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's got a cloak on, a robe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a deluxe Darth Maul mask. It's pretty
Looks
cool,
good.
man. Yeah, it's really neat.
Nice to scare the kids with, huh?
Yeah, I had it on walking through the house for a little bit, and they
Yeah.
were kind of looking at me funny.
Yeah, I would too. Shit.
But why don't you go ahead? I mean, everybody check out our shirts here.
Yeah, we got our new shirts in.
We got our shirts in. Look at the back there. It says "Be Easy."
Yeah. Check
That's
us out
right.
on YouTube and Spotify. So, yeah, big shout out to Peshtigo Apparel for putting those together for us.
Yeah.
Go to their website, peshtigoapparel.com. Check them out. They're fantastic over there. Good people.
Good. Yes.
Um,
Thank you.
they
They look
got
great.
they got coffee too. So going Maple Moose is the
Mm,
coffee shop that's attached. So
and
go
good
check
ice
them out.
cream. Very good
And
ice
ice
cream
cream. And ice cream. Yes, for
for
sure.
sure. Yep.
So yeah, thank you to them for putting these
Yes.
together for us. They're awesome.
Thank you. They look great. Appreciate it very much. A hat would be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be
That's
next.
next on
Yeah.
the list.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to get a little more hats. Add them to my collection.
Yeah, we'll see
Oh.
if we can find a custom fedora for you.
Yeah. Put some horns on it.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I figured we'd talk a little about well, yesterday was Friday the 13th, bro, in October,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Little Camp Crystal Lake, little Jason Voorhees action.
Yep.
Uh, every year when it's Friday the 13th, I try to watch a Friday the 13th horror film because I grew up like watching Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yep.
all them classic horror flicks. Did you get into them much, like scary movies?
I did. I was more into like the zombie movies.
Yeah, yeah.
So I like the zombie movies. But
Them scared the shit out of me.
yeah. Well, see, they did, and then like I don't know. It's probably Resident Evil in like those games. So
Oh
like
yeah,
I got into those games for a little while. That was back in the PlayStation, early PlayStation days. So I
yeah.
got really into that, and then I started watching those movies, staying up late, 3 in the morning, and you're just like freaking out at every noise that you hear in the
Yeah,
house.
dude.
But
I sleep with like one eye open, kinda,
yeah,
just a little bit, yeah. And it's probably because of them, like the zombie movies, like Night of the Living Dead and stuff. Growing up, freaked me out. Like I
yeah,
was deathly afraid of them, and I still watch them. But you mentioned Resident Evil in the game, the very first one for PlayStation 1, dude. That was kind of scary.
it was
Like,
very scary.
you know what I mean? Like I
Well,
was
that
a
was
little,
new. Like
yeah,
we didn't see that stuff, and I mean those movies were out. There's been zombie movies forever, but
right, right.
like
But the,
yeah, it just is a whole new.
it was
That was a new
very
genre in the
eerie.
gaming.
Yeah, it was eerie. You know what I'm saying?
Makes your hairs stand up on end a little bit,
Yeah, I remember
when you're
thinking back
playing.
to that.
Yeah,
Good times, man. Yeah, I've always kind of been into the classic horror flicks, the staple ones.
hmm
I don't like watching like anything that has to do with like exorcism or like being possessed, like them kind of movies. I stay away from them. I don't watch them. They terrify me, because you hear stories of that kind of stuff happening in real life.
yeah. They got those like jump horror movies or what? There's a name for them. Is that what they call them? I don't know
Yes,
exactly.
something like that.
Where it's like that shock horror where they like pop out at you.
Yeah.
They build up the suspense like perfectly, and then all of a sudden at the exact moment you know it's coming,
Yep.
but they just
Yep.
like right in your face. They got like that's like a big thing now, right? So I don't know. I They're fun too, but yeah, like the classic horror films where like you have a guy literally like stalking you down, trying to kill you the whole time. Like those are classic, right?
Yeah. You can't go and they've remade them, you know, here and there, and, I mean, they do good jobs. I mean,
Yeah,
Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, fantastic actor. Like, you can't really replace how he brought that character to life.
right.
He did a fantastic job, and then Kane Hodder, who played, um, Jason Voorhees for a lot of them. There was a few other actors that for certain parts, like part 6 had a different actor. I believe his name was, like, something Graham. Um, I can't remember. That's my favorite part of the whole series is part 6. I love that one. I watched it the most. The soundtrack to it is great because it has Alice Cooper, who does
Okay.
some of the songs for it. He's Back. The Man Behind the Mask is the name of the song. It's a great song. Teenage Frankenstein. It's just and that was one of my favorite albums growing up was called Constrictor, and them songs were on there. And so that's like my favorite part. And I also remember one time I was very young, and I was out at my grandparents' house, and they were watching one of those, you know, I don't remember the movie, but I know it was like one of them kind of possessed type of films, an older horror one. But there was a glass ashtray on the kitchen table, and nobody was in there, and that thing slid across the table onto the floor. No bullshit.
At your grandma's house?
Yeah, no bullshit.
That's scary.
Yeah. Like, my mom tells us I was very young, but I, like, remember that. That was creepy.
That is creepy, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wanna be there.
No.
Especially as a kid, you see that happen, and you're like, "What the hell?" Even if someone told you that story and you didn't see it happen, that would still freak me the hell out.
Yeah, dude, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. And
Not
then
my wife and my kid claim that our house is haunted, but I don't believe them.
no. You don't
They
believe in
say
that kinda stuff or what?
well, no, it's not that I guess it's not that I don't believe them. It's just that they both have said it at separate times,
Mm,
so it's like,
mm.
"What the heck?" You know? Or they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, we see there's a guy that just has a plaid shirt on, and he just will stand in the back hallway sometimes," or
Really?
yeah, it's really weird.
What well, nobody died in that house or anything, right?
Not
That
that
you
I
know
know
of?
of. No, not that I know of.
You hear stories like that where people pass away and
Right, yeah.
then they
And
hear
just the spirit
sounds or
just
yeah,
chills out, hangs out, yeah.
lingers. I don't
Yeah,
know.
super, super strange.
Some people are superstitious, right? Then nobody wants to walk under a ladder or break a mirror.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 7 years bad luck or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Yep,
There's a lot of or a black cat, you don't cross a black cat.
yeah. On my mail road, I see black stray cats all over the place. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that one anymore, 'cause I see
Y
them so often that,
right.
like
And we've walked under ladders numerous times, through our
oh,
when we
yeah.
worked in the
Yeah.
construction field there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, without a doubt.
who's to
You know,
say?
some of my favorite, Halloween or just, like, horror films in general, like Rob Zombie. I've always been a fan of Rob
Ooh,
Zombie. So,
yeah.
like, House of a Thousand Corpses and, Devil's Rejects,
Them
Three
are
from Hell, that
them are
trilogy
creepy
was
movies,
cool.
dude.
The first one was extremely creepy. That one was actually scary. The second one was just a ruthless bloodbath killing spree movie, and then the last one is like did you ever see Shoot 'Em Up with, like, Clive Owen? It was like oh
No, I don't
shit,
believe
this was a
so.
long time so he was like it was a shoot 'em up comedy, I guess, and he all he ate was carrots, and he had, like, carrots growing all over his apartment. He, like, brought a girl home, and he had, like, just carrots everywhere. It was just really weird because carrots make your eyesight better. So, like and he was just, like, snipe sniper shooting, like, with pistols, like, he didn't use
Really?
anything but pistols and just, like, it would be constant shoot 'em up. Everyone's dying, and he's just rolling around, fast action type stuff. But, yeah, the 3 from Hell, that's what that reminded me of. It was just kind of like a big shoot 'em up. Everyone's dying, arms are
He's an
flying, whatever.
he's an interesting character, Rob Zombie.
He is.
His music's good.
I like it.
I mean, when he was White Zombie, he did his thing, and then the Rob's like Dracula. That was a huge
Yeah.
song, you know, Super
Yep.
Beast. Like, his music is good too. It's like a different vibe to it.
Yeah, it's like heavy metal, but I don't know,
It's like horror
slashy and
horror rock kinda,
yeah.
in a
Yep.
sense. You know, he
And I
hasn't done
think
nothing in a while.
he has, he's been doing stuff kind of all along, I think.
Yeah?
But he like I think he started off music, right? And then once he got a name for himself, I think he just kinda went into directing and, like, anything that he does musically is just for shits and giggles, I think.
Yeah. Well, he did
I
the
could totally be
Halloween,
wrong, I don't know.
you know, he redid the Halloween film there.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, A House from a Thousand Corpses, I remember watching that for the first time, and that freaked me the fuck out.
That was a scary one, man.
That was some creepy shit, man.
It was. Yeah, that was back we were in high school at that time.
Yeah.
2000 what, 2003-ish?
Yeah, roughly
Somewhere in that ballpark.
2002.
He has a cartoon too, did you know that?
No,
El Super Beasto?
really?
Yeah, check that out. That's
Hmm,
kinda fun. It's a fun one.
interesting. I see I s
Don't watch it with the kids, though.
yeah, well, right.
There's dicks and boobs everywhere, and
Well, one of them kind of
one of yeah, it reminds me of, like, a Ren and Stimpy, kind of.
yeah, remember that? Was on
But
Nickelodeon
yeah,
for for
I don't
kids,
know how.
dude.
I don't know
Yeah.
how. That was licking the hair off of the back of old dudes and shit, just really weird
Weird shit, yeah.
weird stuff. But
It
yeah,
was
that's kind of like the artistry in the cartoon,
style of how he did it.
yeah, it reminds me of that a little bit. But yeah, it was kind of a that was a fun movie.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. It's crazy to think of some of the cartoons that we watched as kids growing up,
Mhm.
you know, not to jump off the Halloween subject or, you know, October, but, like, like, you look at them now and it's like, "Man, they let us watch that?" But like, our minds weren't developed to kinda notice kinda the messages or the things they were saying or, you know, we didn't think of it
Right.
that way.
No, right, exactly. Just thought of it as a, "Oh my god, that's gross," you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
"We
I
turned
can
out just fine. What are you talking
oh,
about?"
sure. I don't bang my head off the wall just for fun.
Honestly, kids probably need to see that kinda stuff to not be so babied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be
You
just
know
a go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, and then they also like the Scream films, like Scream 1, Scream 2.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Like, I'm just kind of in a mood to watch a bunch of them old flicks right now because of, you know, it's
Like,
October.
I
Like,
Know
I
What
get
You
in the
Did Last
October
Summer.
spirit. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you did last summer. I know they're not horror films, but they're scary in a sense,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
that classic, like, teenage killer
Yeah,
film or whatever, you know?
and them came out in our time in our generation of time when we were that age, right?
Mhm.
So, like,
Yeah.
you can almost you know, you're always hanging out with your friends, you're with your girlfriend, everybody's hanging out and you're having parties and
Yeah, you're out in the woods somewhere, you're like, "Oh,
yeah,
no. What if?"
yeah.
Or you have that one friend that kinda, like, sneaks off and comes running through the woods, try to
We've done
scare everybody.
done that, done that. I actually put on a whole Jason costume one time, like, I had a
Did you
whole
really?
overall suit, like an old construction worker kinda suit, like, a overall, and it was tore up, and I had a really nice Jason mask, and then I built, like, this like, a link that go like a collar out of, like, metal with and I had chains, and then I put boots on, and there were my buddy Sonny lived out in the way out in the boonies, and he had a pool, and everybody was swimming. It was summer, so I went and changed and, like, rustled through the woods and, like, just jumped out, and people were screaming. It was pretty cool. It was a good time,
That's
man. It was
funny.
funny. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
Nowadays, you probably get shot. You
yeah, I
just
was gonna say you can't
they'll
do
just
that
pull
now.
a gun. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. "Oh, we killed Steve."
Yeah. "Whoops. Hand me a beer."
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
"You'll be alright. Walk it off.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it.
Rub some dirt on it. Spray a little Windex on there."
Yeah. God.
But just them old films, I don't know, I like Halloween, like, I like the whole just it's fun, kids get to have fun, they get to dress up, they can be their own superhero or a monster, or just good stuff,
Yeah.
but it's just sometimes the weather is shitty,
It's
and that's what
cold. It gets cold, right?
it really bums yeah, it drags it, if it could be, like, in the 60s or, like, 60 would be a perfect temperature. Most of the time now, kids, when they go trick or treating, it's like you said, it's rainy, it's windy, it's cold,
Yeah,
and
40
I
degrees, and yeah, they're wearing big jackets over the top of their
yeah,
costumes, so you can't even really see,
it's
you
not
know.
and a lot of people don't hand out candy and stuff anymore, from what I
No.
notice. It's weird. It's
But people
weird.
are people are super weird. Like, I get it. I get it from both ways, right? Because as a parent, I wouldn't want my kid taking candy from somebody I don't know.
Right.
And that's the protective parent in me, but also, like, w it's supposed to be a fun thing, so if you're a creep handing out tainted candy, like, what the hell's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Well, that's why you go through their stuff.
Yeah, right, you
You
go
check
through
it
it,
out,
but yeah.
then you take the good stuff for yourself.
Yeah, yep.
That
Skittles
happens.
Skittles and Starbursts and
Skittles, yeah.
yeah, Skittles. Oh my god, the I know it exact that YouTube dude that was
Yeah,
the Skittles.
the
I remember that,
Skittles.
that was funny. Okay, onward.
But they do some fun stuff in the community, like the trunk or treat. Like, unfortunately, yours was supposed to be this weekend, and it got canceled because of the weather,
Okay,
in Petrigo. They
yeah,
and ours is coming up later on in the month here, and last year it was great. We did it, I had Star Wars. I was dressed up. I think I might have mentioned that before, but Trish and I, we had costumes on. Our trunk was all decorated, and we handed out candy, and it was nice because they line all the vehicles up in a line, and then the kids come through, and it was a really great turnout, and the weather was
yeah,
perfect.
that's
I don't know if
cool.
we're gonna do it again this year or not, but you have stuff like that, which is nice, or like downtown trick or treating for the businesses when they hand out
Yes,
stuff.
yep.
That's good too.
That there's always a good turnout in Marinette. Like, I'll drive
Yes.
through there, so I see that going on. It's like, holy man, there's a lot of people out for this. It's really cool.
Yeah, but it's just give the kids the spirit because it's fun to dress up.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
even it's
Is there any haunted houses around here? Like, not without going to Green Bay or anything?
mm, I know in Crivets they had one last year.
Because
I
I think
don't
there's some corn mazes and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
They got those
Trisha
going on.
and the kids just went to one today, in Door County, though.
Oh, okay. Do they get to,
Yeah.
like, pick pumpkins and
Yep.
pick strawberries or apples or something?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Them are cool too, like farms that put on big corn mazes and have games, and they have food. There's
Sure.
a few that we used to go to regularly, the same place over and over again, Getzloff's farm.
Okay.
And great thing, they had a big slide, and they served food, and they had hot chocolate, and things were cheap. It wasn't, $20 for a burger
Yeah.
and a soda. I mean, it was,
Yeah, you go there and break the
yeah,
bank.
yeah. Well, I
Uh,
mean, things are tough these days, but
yeah, that's true.
so there's good stuff like that. So I'm not saying there's not events that go around, but just on the day of trick or treating on Halloween, it just doesn't seem like it has the effect like it used to.
Right.
And maybe that's because now they're doing the trunk or treat, the downtown trick or treat. Like, there wasn't when we were kids that I know of, like, corn mazes and
Right.
other events like that happening.
Right. I remember we would go to, like, the nursing home, and, like, you'd dress up and go to the nursing home, like, walk through there so all the old people can still hand out candy and all that
Yeah,
other
yeah.
stuff.
Well, they like to see, that's
Yeah,
good for them too.
right, exactly. Then
Get
our
some
school would have
visitors.
a haunted house that they would put on always. Like, it was like, I don't know, I think it was the 3rd or 4th graders would put on a little haunted house
Yeah.
in the school, and I remember that, but
I've never been to a haunted house.
really? You've never been
No.
to one? Oh,
Nope.
dude, you gotta go to one.
No, I'm too chicken shit. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
see, and when you go, you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be good," but then you get in there and you're kinda weirded out by some
Yeah, that's
stuff.
why I don't wanna do it.
But then but you think about, like, they're not supposed to touch you, and, like, so you're safe.
But there are places that do that.
Okay, and I was gonna ask you about that
Yes.
because, like, I was just I wasn't reading it. What was it on? They were advertising for, like, a haunted house that you might not make it out of. Like, legit. I'm like, "Wait, what?
Well, that's
Who wants to go to that?"
unacceptable.
Well, yeah, here's you sign a waiver.
Yeah, I
You
think
might
some
not make
places
her
do
out.
that. They
Like,
sign waivers,
how do
for the
you,
ones that, like, can jump out and grab you or
like, suck you into the
yeah, man, how would
caves
you
or
not
something?
wanna
I don't.
fight back? You know, I'd be, like, fucking swinging and kicking,
Oh,
it's like, "You
yeah.
ain't taking me, bro.
If someone grabbed me, it's like, it's go time, bro.
I
You're
got
not.
shit to do after this.
Yeah.
I ain't
You're getting
ready."
shanked.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
I mean,
that's
and
scary.
that's why I don't go to any of them. Not
Yeah.
saying that um,
I've been to a few. I've been to a few, and and they are fun. And there's you can tell, and when you laugh or you get freaked out at something, they'll usually be like, "Ah, I gotcha." Like, "Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
got me on that one." And then, you know, Knuckles, man, you got me or whatever. But they're usually pretty cool.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
because you got to remember there are all people like us that just having some fun. But
but it still would be some crazy dude in there working and does some bad shit or something, or you really
yeah,
get
you never
stabbed
know.
one
Yeah,
time. I mean, there's weird shit happens in the world now.
yeah, without a doubt.
So
Yeah, I
you
went
wouldn't
to.
know.
There's one in Green Bay I went to. I went down in Appleton. There was a couple. Manitowoc had a few. Usually every year they have a couple that in some old buildings. That's
Have you ever
pretty
been
neat.
to Terror on the Fox? I know
I've
that's a
never
big
done Terror on the Fox.
popular one. Yeah.
That's
Well, I
like
haven't
one of
done
the
any,
more
but
popular ones. Yeah, take an actual train ride. Like you are on the train. Like once you're on there,
it's a
sucks to be you. We'll see you at the end.
yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, and you got people climbing on from the outside of the train and stuff. Like, yeah, I heard it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've never. We went into one when we were in Wisconsin Dells. We started to go in one. They have like their haunted. There's a building there. It's a haunted house all
Yep.
the time going on.
Oh, that's
So
that
we
the one with the car that's like sticking through the front of the building?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we bought tickets. We started going through it. I'm like, yeah, I'll go through it. Whatever. We had the kids, and um, we only made it so far, and Tucker was freaking out and screaming, and I mean, he was younger then. So then we walked back out. I mean, we didn't get very far because I mean, shit was happening right away. There, we walked in this little corridor, and all of a sudden, crazy sounds were going off, and the room next to us lit up, and there was a guy in there in a chair, and it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And they didn't refund us or nothing.
Oh, you just have the exit stage left. Thanks for your money.
Yeah, pretty much. That was kind of shitty. I mean, we
Yeah.
really didn't make it far,
Right.
you know, and yeah, too bad, I guess. It's like, okay, well, ain't never gonna give you,
Yeah.
any coin
Now you
anymore.
know. Now you
Yeah,
know that that's. Well, like, have you been to like Disney World? Like
no,
Terror on the Fox, or not Terror on the Fox? Tower of Terror.
no,
Okay. So that was
mm-mm.
like Logan and I were down there, and uh, we he wanted to go on it. I'm like, dude, it's a scary one. Like he was shit. How old was he? 11,
Yeah,
10 or 11. Um, so it's a scary one. I don't know if you're gonna want to go on that or not. "Ah, I want to go on. And then we go in there and they take you on an elevator, and then, oh no, we can't go on that elevator. It sounds like it's broken or something. So they pull you off the elevator and put you on a different one, and then it's
really?
freaking out, and then it makes noises, and just freaking you out. It's like they just
Yeah, yeah,
that's their shtick. Then you go up and you take this like little roller coaster thing that not one of the crazy ones. It's just like a cruising one, and you're just chilling, and there's like scary stuff popping out at you or whatever. But you're like strapped into your thing, and all of a sudden, like you get to this end and it stops you. The doors open up and you see like all of like Hollywood studios or whatever. And
really?
you're way up there. You're way up there. And all of a sudden you just drop.
Oh, shit.
And whoa, and you're freaking out. So you, like, not only did you just do this like haunted ride thing, you get to the end and it just drops you. But I
Man.
knew I've been on it before, so I know what was gonna be coming.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Logan had no idea. Like they snap pictures when you drop, and you couldn't even see Logan. His head was like down and everything. He wasn't even. He was freaking out. He's
Oh,
like he was
man.
like in my lap, just like screaming. Then we get off of it. Can we do that again? Like, absolutely not. You were terrified the whole time.
Yeah, dude, yeah. That and, roller coasters. I went on Hades. It's the biggest roller coaster, one of the biggest, I think, in the States or something, and
Where's that?
Wisconsin Dells.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
Oh, a wooden one.
no, no, no. This thing, I don't know. You could see it when you start driving into the town. Like
In
you see it.
Wisconsin Dells?
Yeah, it's called
Oh, really?
Hades.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
there was like a huge thing
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh,
And they snap pictures of you on that as well, right?
sure.
And I'm not a roller coaster guy. I went on the wooden one in Green Bay. Okay, that was my very first one ever.
Okay.
And then,
The
I
Zip
went
and Pippin.
the Zip and Pippin. Yeah, that's I
Yeah,
forgot
that's
the
like
name.
Elvis's favorite ride or whatever.
Yeah. So, oh man, I was trying to be, Joe Cool, with the lady and everything. I didn't know this thing went upside down and all kinds of shit. It had pictures of me, my head was down, eyes closed the whole time, man. It freaked me the fuck out. Never
Oh, dude, I
again.
love
Well, now
roller
I
coasters.
can't, but mm-mm.
I love roller coasters, man. I'll if I get a chance to go on one, I'm like, "Yep, put me in the front seat, man."
No,
I love it.
no. I'm like, this is it. I was as in you're climbing. I mean, you're climbing and climbing, and I'm looking down. I'm like, this is it. This is it. I'm done. And there's no getting off of this thing.
Oh my god, that's funny how your mind just goes to like
Yeah.
the extreme end. That's it. There's no in between. It's just
And
like
then
I'm
I'm
done.
watching as it slowly starts to go, and holy shit. Knocked my socks right off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's good stuff. The it's not really the upside down ones. It's the where you're like flying around a corner and there's like a ledge and it looks like your head's gonna get taken off.
Oh, fuck.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well,
So
yeah,
like,
but shit
yeah,
like that happens though, man.
it does. It does. Not
You
very
know?
often though, but it
No,
does.
no, luckily, but things
Yeah.
break, and
Yeah, right. It's a piece of machinery, right?
I mean,
Going
you take
100
a chance,
miles an hour.
really. I mean, we take a chance every time we get in a car.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, speaking of, like, so in Disney World, I think it was in Animal Kingdom or something. There was a roller coaster we went on. Logan loved this one though. This one actually scared me because you're flying around a corner and you you do this like uphill thing, right? You're
Yeah.
flying, go uphill, and there's the track stops. Like it actually is broken and looks broken, and I'm like, oh no. And then like I'm like bracing myself, but there's like a whole bunch of brakes and like
Oh, dude.
breaks you, and then all of a sudden you go backwards. Whoa. And then you're cruising backwards like super fast, and you're like, you have no idea where you're going. You're just going backwards on this roller coaster. Like, oh my god, what the hell's going on?
Man,
Like, super crazy. I can't remember what it was called, like Yeti or something. I don't
that's
know. It was insane. It wasn't that one actually scared me because I thought I was flying off the track. I really did.
damn.
Yeah,
So
that one
haunted
was
houses
creepy.
and roller coasters aren't
Yeah.
my jam.
Hey
I
man,
can
you never
watch the
know.
movies though.
People get scared at a lot of different things,
Yeah.
and
So
it's okay to be scared. It
it
is.
is. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre could be your neighbor.
Yeah.
That
What
was a
was?
freaky film too.
Yes,
They
that was.
remade that a few times, but the original one is
Didn't they
fucking
redo one
scary.
just recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. That's some
Isn't
weird shit.
Aren't some of those movies based on Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Was there I don't remember.
Oh, I think you are right. I don't know. I know we had like Ed Gein and like
Yeah.
weird fucking people like that come
We
from
we had
Wisconsin.
we had a lot of serial killers in Wisconsin, man. Jeffrey
Yeah.
Dahmer,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Ed Gein, who else? There was another one.
Yeah, I can't remember all their names, but there's a lot. But we're good people, so just chill.
Yeah.
We're just collectors and we're fucking off. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're just here for fun.
yeah.
But
So
fun to
them
talk about though.
do you do you and the missus watch any horror movies? Like anything?
She won't watch
She
them.
Not her
No,
jam, eh?
no, not even close. Not even close.
Mine doesn't either. Actually, I got her watching The Walking Dead. She watched that, which was that's a
Okay. Yeah,
phenomenal
that's a good show.
series.
That was a good show. Well, it was really good up
It
until like season 5, then I lost
Yeah,
interest.
it had its moments. It had its moments, but
Yep.
I can tell you this, man. I remember watching. I was so pumped when I heard about that show. I remember when it first aired. Like I was watching it
Yeah. Yep.
religiously, right? And I could not believe the shit they were showing on TV. Because back then, I mean, it wasn't as. I mean, that was a gruesome, violent show to be on regular television.
Oh yeah. When you had what's her face with the samurai sword chopping people's heads off and
Yeah,
stuff, and you're seeing like,
but
and
Rick in the very first episode when he shoots that little girl in the head with the and you see the fucking bullet hole, that
yeah,
little zombie girl, like that blew me away. I'm like, dude, and I was scared of that show too. I mean, as I got older, the zombie thing kind of mellowed out, but it's still it'd be freaky to see a pack of zombies coming down the street.
right.
Just imagine that one day.
No kidding. I mean, it'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be scary and cool at the same time.
You'd be
Like
out there, let me get your
I'd be like,
autograph.
and I, I don't know. I just feel like I would survive a zombie apocalypse. I think. I don't know.
Well, hey, so did they, but some of them got whacked on the
You're
show.
right. No, I know. But it was also a show.
Well, I know.
I wouldn't be dumb enough to go seclude myself in a place that is unescapable if it ever got penetrated.
Well, they did have some good plan. They had some good ideas, like the prison when they were at the
The prison
prison.
one was good. Yeah.
That was good, but then they got fucked over by the what's his name there,
Governor, right?
the
Wasn't it the
governor.
governor?
Yep.
Yeah.
So otherwise, they had a good plan. They were
Yeah.
growing crops.
Yep.
They were protected by the fences. So that was smart. That was,
Yep.
in my opinion, pretty clever.
What I want to know though is like, because they were there for like a whole year, weren't they? And then like because I
Yeah.
mean, they had already grown crops, and so they had to have been there at least a year. And they would go around the fence and like poke through the fence and kill. But like, where was all the bodies? Like they didn't. Eventually, all those dead bodies would like mound up.
Well, I think they went out there and moved some of them out of the way. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
they would go out there and like kind of clean up crew.
sure. Okay, that makes
Y
sense.
That's what I
Burn
would
them.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
burn them.
interesting. So like, kind of on this topic, it's kind of cool. I just got one of my new games in called Cursed to Golf.
Oh, look at that. Limited run.
Yeah. So that just came in the other day. That was
That
kind of
company
cool.
does some good shit, man.
Dude, they make awesome stuff, man. It's so cool. You go on there, you can buy all kinds of crazy stuff.
I don't know, can you subscribe to them somehow to like get news of what they're gonna be coming out with? Cause
Yeah, you can just go. I think you go to their website and put your email in, and then they
okay.
just send you emails about what's coming up and
Cause I was
little
really bummed
newsletters.
about some of the Star Wars games, like the Old Republic, that big box set that they made, and now it's like people have it for sale, but it's like fucking
Expensive.
$500-600.
Yep, yep. But yeah, if you get on that early, they only if you're gonna buy something from them, they'll only have it for sale for so long.
Right.
Pre-order or
Yeah.
whatever. And
Hmm. That's cool. Yeah, I did get some. Now I don't know where it is. Son of a bitch. I had a figure that I had recently got too, but now it's displayed somewhere. This was kind of spur of the moment for us, but I wanted to talk about Halloween and
yeah, getting in the spirit.
yeah, trick or treating and scary movies and I don't know. It's just something about it.
What was your favorite costume as a kid?
Ooh, I dressed up as Pee Wee Herman once.
Did you really?
I did. I still have it. I still have the costume.
No kidding.
Yep, it's in. My mom kept a lot of certain things through my childhood and in a bin, and she gave it to me recently, and yeah, it's still in there.
That's
The
cool.
mask and the suit. He passed
Oh
away
my
too.
god.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
He
not too
he
long
just
ago.
yep yep.
Yeah, he had an interesting life. That guy.
He did.
What was his real name? I don't even know what his real name was.
Now you put me on the spot, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
But
find
yeah,
out.
my favorite costume probably I was a Ninja Turtle way back in the
Ooh,
day. Yeah. And I distinctly remembered not having a costume one year. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna trick or treat or not. I must have been in like 5th grade or 6th grade, and I was kind of getting to that point where it's like, I don't know, I'm too old for this or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
And I didn't have a costume per se, but I had like most, maybe you did too, but like everybody had like shoulder pads and a helmet with the
yeah.
jersey from
Football.
football, right? So I had a Minnesota Vikings one. Well, this is like Packer country, so like I put that on. Oh my god, did I get grief that whole everywhere I went because like everyone was a Packer fan around here,
Well, yeah, it's
and I
just a,
had for some reason I had a Minnesota Viking one. I don't know why I did, but I
well.
distinctly remember that year too. But it was kind of fun still.
I dressed up as Jason Voorhees once. I'm trying to think. I was a Ninja Turtle. Yeah, I'm trying to. Man, scary mask, just a goofy mask with
Yep,
the Red Baron. I did that too. I had like the helmet with the
big
goggles and the
goggles.
jacket. Yeah,
That's cool. Did you carry a
Alice
pizza
Cooper
box
though.
around? Oh, you went as Alice Cooper?
I did. My dad actually was a big Alice Cooper fan, and he had made a custom costume. Like he had a leather jacket and leather pants, and he painted. Like my dad was he's very artistic, and he painted like it looked almost identical to what Alice would wear on stage. And
Wow.
he had a wig and a hat, and then he
Face
put
paint.
the face with the black with the lines. And I did that one year for school, and they made me go take it off.
What?
Yeah, it was kind of
Why?
during that, when everybody was doing the goth thing.
Oh, sure.
Everybody like
Yep.
Marilyn Manson was a big deal. Everybody was all goth,
Yep.
kind of. Yeah, that pissed me off.
Hmm.
Yeah, they didn't want like black face paint and stuff.
And Alice Cooper is like such a good dude. Like,
Right.
I mean, he is like if you talk to that, if you ever met that dude, like you'd be like, wow, this guy's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. When
You listen
he
to him on radio shows, and I read a book, one of his books. I don't know if it's his book or if it was like an autobiography thing or whatever it was, but
Yeah,
it was so yeah,
he's a good
really
down
cool.
to earth person. Like when
Yep.
he goes on stage and puts on the makeup and the costume, he becomes Alice, right? Like
Right.
that's the stage, that's the character he's bringing to life, like an actor kind of.
Yep.
And then after that, he's just a regular down to earth guy. He's a Christian.
Yep.
He's just awesome. And just to jump back, Paul Rubens is Pee Wee Herman's real name.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So I just wanted to throw that in there.
But yeah, no, I always remember Alice Cooper on Wayne's World
Oh yeah,
in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
We're not worthy. We
Walking around with
suck.
her every time I get to wear
Yeah,
a badge, like state meets or whatever, I just walking around and just showing my badge around to everybody,
that would. We should do a. We should do a.
backstage passes.
There we go. We should come up with dress up as Wayne's World and do
Oh,
a Halloween special or something. That'd be
that would be
funny.
kind of fun.
Yeah,
That'd be
Garth,
kind of yeah.
Wayne and Garth.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on,
Party on,
Garth.
Gar. I do that. I still say that. Like I'll say "Party on, Wayne" all the time,
Yeah,
and
it's a
some of my
classic
some of the
movie.
cross country kids actually know what I'm saying. It's kind of funny. They're half my age, and it's like, "Oh, party on, Wayne." Then you'll hear "Party on, Garth," like from the like woodwork over there. Like
That's cool.
someone's got a parent that knows what's going
Knows
on.
what's
You know.
up. Yeah. Well, they're
But
staples, man. They're staple movies. They don't make them like that.
no, no,
Just
they're
like
just
the
dumb little movies that cult classics or whatever you want to call them.
yeah. Yeah, there hasn't been no like teen well that I'm aware of. Like how we were to like I know what you did last summer in the Scream
Right.
movies and Varsity Blues and like them we had a genre of like our age group that was kind of 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Not to jump off of the Halloween stuff, but our scary films or suspense thrillers or whatever you want to call them.
Sure.
And all them actors and actresses are just a little older than us now. Or
Yeah. What's the next generation of actors that can play those roles?
right? Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy.
That
Yeah.
was a good movie.
Yep.
And then once in a while, occasionally, I'd throw on, like, the really old, the black and
Dracula.
white films, yeah.
Dracula, classic.
Wolfman. Yeah.
Wolfman.
Bram Stoker's
Werewolf in London or whatever the
Werewolf
hell.
in yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Well, Little
Yeah,
Monsters. Remember that movie?
Little Monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with, Fred
Nickelodeon.
Savage.
Yeah, we used to watch the crap out of that too.
Yeah,
Me and my
yeah.
sister. Come home from school and that would be on.
Oh, yeah, the cartoon,
When
I'm talking about the movie.
Oh!
Little Monsters with Fred Savage.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, do I remember that? Yeah, and he had the little yeah,
Yeah,
he was a little Dracula dude. Yeah,
he
yeah,
did some good movies back
yeah.
in The Wizard. Remember The Wizard, the gaming one?
Oh,
About
with the
Nintendo?
glove.
With the glove, trying to get the
Yes.
power glove.
Yep,
You know?
I do remember. That's what it was called. I was just trying to remember what the hell that was the other
Yep,
day.
The
The
Wizard.
Wizard.
Mhm.
That was in Wisconsin.
Was it really?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
I wanna say it was. I don't know. I think everything's from Wisconsin. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, the Packers and Chiefs are.
Yeah, nailed it there.
Bam! Mic drop.
Yeah, that's all you need.
That's all you need.
Milk and cheese and beer. Got it all.
I really like these shirts, though. I
Yeah,
wanna say
they're
that
super
again. They did a
nice.
great job.
Yeah,
Great job.
without a
I'm
doubt.
excited.
Yeah, they have a couple different materials, but I went
I like this
with the
material.
lighter, yeah, the
Yeah.
Gildan. I think it's
Mhm.
Gildan.
Very
Yeah,
good.
they're super awesome.
But yeah, man, just wanted to talk a little bit about Halloween and some scary movies and
Oh yeah, we can get into more of it throughout the month also.
yeah.
As it gets closer, you know.
Yes.
What
Movie.
channel what channel 'cause they pretty much run movies pretty steady all the way until Halloween, don't they?
Oh, for sure. I mean,
You know.
there's on Netflix, they have, a section for Halloween, Hulu, the same thing. All the subscriptions have, like, their, "Yeah, here's some
Yeah,
movies or here's some shows." Hocus Pocus is another classic.
yeah. Oh yeah, Hocus Pocus.
Good family movie there. Good
Yep.
family movie.
The Addams Family,
And yep,
the Munsters. Remember the
the
Munsters?
Monsters, dude, yeah.
I used to watch that Nick at Night.
Oh, yeah. What about Ned the Dead? You remember that show?
Ned the Dead.
Ned the Dead. He
Yeah.
would he would come on and play all them old classic films and
Yep.
was
Did you
dressed
ever
up
get
and
into
would pop in.
Twilight Zone?
No.
That dude, those shows are so freaky. You talk about freaky. Like they weren't even like pop out and scare you type stuff. It was just like the show was just so eerie.
Yeah?
Watch them one time.
Alright.
Start from like number 1 and like just go on. Like I went on a binge one time with those,
Yeah.
and the more I watched them, the more I didn't want to go to bed. Like literally, I was like freaking out. It was just so weird because it's literally all about your imagination. And a
Yeah.
lot of those shows are like, okay, this guy hallucinated all this stuff. Like it wasn't even real, but he thought it was real. And just really strange stuff.
What
But
am I'll have to check it out. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I'm into
Twilight
that.
Zone, man.
Twilight
That's
Zone. Alright. Well,
all
you
they're
were
all black and white.
what about Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh man, are you afraid of
With
the
the
dark?
campfire and the
Yep.
match? That one as a kid, the
Goosebumps. Tales
Goosebumps,
from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt, man.
Oh man, those are all classics. Classics for us. They're probably like,
Yeah.
what is this
Well
nonsense for adults. I say adults because I feel like I'm still a kid sometimes, but
well, we are.
yeah,
We are at heart, and that's good. You gotta hold on to that because once that magic's gone, man, it's gone, and that sucks.
yeah,
Age gets us all. But
yeah. Stay fun.
yeah, have fun. Let us know what you guys watch. I know we mentioned quite a few different films and TV shows, but there's a bajillion of horror flicks out there. Hellraiser, another one. But drop a comment. Let us know if you're a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th or
Yeah, absolutely.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, we have an Instagram now too. So Midwest Monks on Instagram. Check us out.
Yeah,
We
there.
post we're posting pictures of our collections and um just pictures of our podcast once in a while. We're gonna we're gonna experiment on there a little bit and see what we can do, but Yeah, if you want to see a little bit more up close and personal pictures of our collections, that's a
Yeah,
good spot to check it out.
it's a great idea, great addition. We're having fun.
Yeah,
We're having fun. We're just two bros trying to bring you
getting
guys
after it.
some fun stuff, some fun conversations. We also got some other things in the works that we're working on. We're not going to spoil anything, but could try to add some addition to our streams here. So look forward to that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But yeah, tell your friends. Check us out on Instagram, Spotify, and on here and YouTube as well. We're just having fun and good time. We like that. We had actually some good interaction recently with some comments, so we appreciate that. Very clever, very kind words as well. So yeah, there you have it, guys. A little Halloween October stream for you.
Rock and roll.
But keep smiling and be easy.
Peace.
Later.